was at high risk. I actually thought that I was gonna come home with one child. So the littlest one on the stool was perfectly fine. The other one, the tallest looking one right there, was the one that was in high risk. The most high risk. Alright, so they wanted to know about rewind coming up to when they was toddlers. So anyways, y'all ready?
Yes.
So when y'all was toddlers, so I did something that, and I thought it would be in your best interest. So I had a fast forward. However, fast forward, rewind.
Wait, what? How is it fast forward?
Because we fast forwarding it now versus Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I thought
Yeah,
you
it
go
makes sense.
back
All right.
to like when we found it.
No, it's fast. Yeah, I said it right.
No.
Okay. Either way. Either way. So listen. I had a 3-bedroom, and I said, let me get them their own bedroom and see how they'll do. So my dingbutt got them 2 toddler bed and everything, and got both of the rooms, laid out and everything for them to have their own bedroom, all nice and pretty. When you have your first kid, you always try to make sure everything is perfect and nice and pretty and this and that. All right. Make story short, the middle of the night, I heard some banging. I heard like a little banging, like every so now and then. So I was like, what is that? Went back to sleep, paid no attention. I was like, all right, maybe it's nothing, because it stopped for a little bit. Went back to sleep. Then I woke up to some little footsteps. I was like, I know they're not up when they're supposed to be asleep. Because mind you, they had their own bedroom. So got up and looked. When I got up, Kazima and Khalida is moving the toddler bed from one room to the next. One on one end and the next on the other end. Moving the bed to the next room. And because of how the room was, the corner of the hallway was, they kept banging the bed on the corner trying to get it into the next room. So they actually successfully took it out of the room and was trying. By this time there was what? I believe there was like 2.5, 3, somewhere right
2
here.
years old doing that?
Yes. And
It's not
y'all
awful.
successfully moved the bed. I couldn't believe it. So I come back in and I was like, what's going on? They want to be in the same room with each other. So I said, no, y'all need to learn how to sleep in your own bed, in your own room. So anyways, I put them back to bed and put the bed back in the room and everything. I woke up, I didn't hear any noise. So I said, let me go check on them and see what they're doing. So when I went to check on them, they're both in the same room in the same bed. So they're like, okay, if we can't get the bed in the room, we're both going to be in the bed together. Holding hands so I can't pry them up. I thought that was just so funny. I think I have a picture of it too with y'all holding hands. Yeah, I did not want to leave each other. So I was like, okay, all right, I'm not going to do that. And people always say don't never try to separate twins. I learned that the hard way.
Wait, what? There's another story?
Huh?
There's another story?
No, I'm just saying I learned that the hard way, trying to separate y'all and trying to give y'all own room. But as I got older and started to fight and disagreeing a lot, I find giving y'all actually y'all the one that suggested getting y'all own room. Like she sleep? Okay, I'm gonna make her something to eat.
You told us that we've been arguing and fighting since we were babies.
No, when y'all was babies, y'all was best friends. Nobody could separate y'all.
So when we was babies, we were best friends.
Yeah, y'all was like nobody could separate y'all. No matter what they do, y'all.
We were
I
already
couldn't
separated
even leave one without the next. If you sick and I gotta take one to the doctor and I leave the other one, that's not working. Nope, that never worked. I always gotta bring both of y'all everywhere I go. I can't leave one because I leave one, the other one cries. Or y'all both cry. The other one at home crying and then the other one in the car crying. So it was hard to separate y'all. So it really surprised me as much, for y'all to argue and fight as much as y'all do. coming from where y'all coming from, it really surprised me that y'all don't get along as much as I thought y'all would. But anyways, they have their own room now. It's a success. They're good with having their own room, and I find it that as they get older, the arguing and the fighting and the fussing and the friction between each other, if I send them to their room when they're doing something, it continues because they're in the same room. So I feel like, okay, let me see if I can make it their idea to get their own room. So I asked them if they wanted their own room, and they said yes. So I gave them their own room, and it worked. So now when I send them to their room when there's a problem going on and they out to fight, the fight and kind of the arguing ends there because they're in separate rooms.
We don't fight. We argue.
Well, argue.
Sometimes. Did you
Push on each other and just
You
go, oh,
throw-
she kicked me, oh, she did.
Me?
Oh.
Yeah, you throw things.
I don't do things.
Right there, you go right there.
You're
My
right.
proof right here.
Look, she does throw things.
You don't think.
Is there anything else y'all want me to tell you about?
Yes. I want to know more about when we was a baby.
I want to know another story.
What other story you want to know?
I don't know. You have them.
Alright,
You
okay.
don't.
Well,
You tell us more.
that's the only story that I can tell ya. I can
Um,
tell you about the first time y'all ever went through hardship and I had to walk in the snow with y'all, and even though y'all had snowshoe stuff on, it was really hard with y'all. My car broke down and I had to walk to the corner. It didn't really broke down. I had a flat tire and I had to walk to the corner because I couldn't just sit in the car. So, and I couldn't leave y'all in the car. So I had to walk to the corner. I had to have y'all walk with me, and by this y'all like 4 years old, so I can't, leave. I can't pick y'all up or anything like that, and I can't push a stroller in the snow. So that wasn't working.
look at the sidewalk.
We was on the sidewalk, but the walk was hard for y'all. For me, it would have been easy going around the corner, but walking with y'all it was a little tricky. Cause y'all babies, that's more.
I know.
So was we complaining a lot or something?
Oh yeah. Oh mommy, I'm cold. Oh, mommy, my foot tired. Oh mommy, pick me up. All kind of stuff.
I always get picked up.
Huh?
I always get picked up.
Because she's light.
Yeah, both actually get picked. I used to have to share picking you up. So guys, I'm gonna tell you know, having twins, and I guarantee you there's a person out there that have twins that can relate to this. It's not easy. Having twins is hard. It's hard work. It's a lot of, dedication. It's a lot of challenges that comes with it. It's not easy having twins because mind you have both kids that's the same age at the same time. Yeah. It's not easy.
Well, when we get
I
old,
told them all the time, like having them was not an easy challenge for me. It was very difficult, but I made it through it, thank God. By the grace of God, they're here. But and it's still challenging up till today. But if you guys have any more questions about twins, how I do it with my twins, you can ask me any question. I'm very open. I'm very outspoken too. So I will let you know what you need to know. Like
We're not moving.
a lot of people been asking me a lot of things. Moving? What do you mean? Like when I move with her,
Yeah.
I have to take care of the daycare.
What?
Yeah, when I move, I take care of the daycare. So I pay for daycare for the day, and then I just struggle with y'all when the moving is over, when everything is in the house I need to be in, and I clean up the house that I get out of, and everything is good.
So
I'll pick you guys up, and
when
then
we were in Durham, you
figure it
didn't
out from
leave us that time, right? Because I remember sitting on the
No.
phone.
Yeah, I didn't, because y'all was older. But when y'all was younger, I'm saying,
Oh.
I'll take it out the daycare. But anyways,
Like your first day of school?
it was really tough. It was really tough having y'all as twins.
When did we start? When did we start school?
When y'all was 3.
The ABC has.
Oh, Lami just gonna be starting earlier.
I didn't even know
But
that
that's
count
okay.
as a school.
Huh?
Lami just gonna be in school earlier than us. She She might, but it's
No, she don't go to school the same time you guys was had to go
Same
to school.
school?
I'm trying to see if I can get her.
But ABC Head Start, all they did was really play. They didn't really learn.
Yes, they learn to play, but it's okay because I want her to get to learn how to interact with other kids. But we're not talking about Lamido now, we're talking
No.
He told them about the tomato.
Oh yeah, tell them about the tomato.
What about tomato?
When me and we were like, we like tomatoes.
And we keep saying they were apples.
Okay, guys, so they want me to tell you about their little stealing situation. So whenever you hear these girls, when they was much smaller, whenever they're quiet, well, most babies actually, when they're quiet, they into something, right? So in the kitchen, and I hear, like, and sometimes if I'm in the dining room and I'm doing something, I'm distracted for a little bit, and I hear nothing. I'm like, what are they doing? Go in the kitchen, my refrigerator door is open, and because he made Khalida in my drawer eating up all my tomatoes. They swear that tomatoes was apples at that time. And even when I give them actual apples, they did not like that apple. They feel like the tomato was apple. So I had to buy so much tomato. I never bought tomato that much in life. So I had to buy them tomatoes because every time they go to the supermarket, that's what they want. They want apple. And apple for them is tomato. So they used to steal out my tomato out of my refrigerator drawer. So every time I go to cook, there's either a bitten tomato or no tomato at all.
A bitten
When we,
tomato.
wait, when we had teeth or when we were crawling?
Oh yeah, I had teeth.
So, like, we was walking?
But how we know how to open the fridge?
Yeah, teamwork. Y'all always teamwork when y'all do stuff.
I wonder what we did. Okay, I'm kind of wondering what we did to open the fridge.
One day, I think I have something on the counter, and I came back. I went around the corner real quick and come back, and I was peeking to see what you guys gonna do because y'all was asking for it, but I don't remember what it was that I had on the counter. And when I came back, who was it? I think you was on the floor on your knees, and she was climbing on your back to reach the counter to get that whatever was up there down. So y'all double teamed a lot too. Yeah, I double teamed a lot, and that
We
was
thought you
really
was
funny.
gone.
Huh?
We thought you was gone.
And that was really
We
funny. I
probably,
was
we
like,
probably thought you was long
how
gone.
you doing? And y'all start crying like, because y'all know y'all got caught doing something.
Did we get, like, when you caught us eating tomatoes, were we crying?
No. Y'all be trying to hide it behind y'all back.
Dang, all these comparing is comparing to Lamija too. Because she was in her bouncer, she was hiding all the Cheerios in her bouncer. She was just stuffing them like that. So I guess she hid them too.
Yeah. Babies always do that when they don't want you to take away their stuff from them.
I think.
Anywho, is that it for the story time?
Well, I
that's all
guess,
That's
yeah.
all I can ask.
Huh?
That's all I can ask.
Huh?
That's all I can ask.
Okay, so if there's nothing else that you guys wanted to know?
Not really, no.
Okay. Well, let me know whenever y'all want me to do story time. I will, because I have plenty of stories I just can't remember. But I remember them off the top of my head. But if you ask me, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to remember. You know?
We asked you a
Guys,
lot.
they ask me stuff all the time about when they was younger and when they was a baby and things that they'll do. I have a whole flash drive of stuff from when they was little that I let them watch from time to time, but I no longer have my laptop, so
Wait, what you
I
do
have a
with it?
flash drive. I gave it away, but I have a flash drive with everything on there, so I can just plug it up to the computer and you have to still see it.
What are you doing right now?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see, because remember, we're still packing. We're still kind of in the middle of packing stuff, so I gotta figure out where that is.
In the attic.
I don't remember where I put that.
Or maybe in the
But I'll
basement.
find it as I go through the things.
Okay.
But I know I have it somewhere.
Hopefully you didn't misplace it.
I hope so too, because.
That thing is tiny.
But anyways, that's story times with the kids. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.